Understanding how the social media algorithm works can dramatically impact how well you grow on Instagram, and as a result, drive traffic back to your landing pages, your email list, and to your affiliate links essentially. So if you understand how the algorithms work, then you can use that to your advantage when creating content and building your following. So what are some of the things you need to keep in mind with the social media algorithms when building an audience? Well, first and foremost, algorithms decide what you see. So when you log into your Instagram account, what you see is going to be based off of how you've interacted with that platform in the past, a combination of who you followed, what content you like, how long you've watched that content for, and also it's going to maybe be influenced by what is popular as well on social media. So if, for example, you go to YouTube and you go to the YouTube homepage and you're not logged into YouTube or to your YouTube account, you'll mainly just see what's popular. If you sign into your YouTube account or your Instagram account, what you see is going to be based on your past behavior and what that platform believes you will find most interesting. Also, your homepage is a mix of what you are interested in and what is popular on that particular platform. So keep that in mind as well. So the content that you are interested in, you will likely be served that content in the future when you log in. What someone follows is only a small signal in terms of what content they see in their feed. So for example, I can walk down the street today and maybe I encounter someone who plays classical music and they stop me and they say, "Hey Sam, I want you to follow me on Instagram." But I might not have any interest in classical music. So when I follow them, their posts that they put out on Instagram, I might not engage with. I might like it, but maybe I don't watch the videos that they put out, or I don't consume the content, or I don't engage or like or share. These are all signals to Instagram that even though I am following that individual, I'm potentially not really interested in that content. That content is not keeping me engaged. So after a while, I might stop seeing their content even though I'm following them. So the statistic is around about 30% of your followers or your audience on Instagram will actually see the content that you put out. And those 30% are the people who are engaging, who are actually consuming your content, who are watching the videos right up until the very end, or at least a large majority of the percentage of the video that you are putting out. They are reading the content, they are scrolling through the comments on your posts. So these are the people who are within that 30 percentile. So as a result, you want to make sure that people are following you who are actually going to be interested in the future content that you plan on putting out. Another reason why having a niche is super important to growing a following on any platform, but specifically on Instagram. If someone is interested in the post that you put out today, and that post is related to sports, for example, if you put out another sports related piece of content next week, chances are they are still interested in sports and they're still likely to be engaged in that piece of content, and you will keep them engaged and they'll likely still see your content when it appears on their feed. However, if you put out a piece of content on sport today and then tomorrow you're talking about weddings and promoting wedding products, then there's going to be a disconnect here and they're unlikely to actually engage with your future content, because what they originally signed up for based on what they saw first is not what you're continuing to put out. So neglecting to find a niche and to focus on a niche is going to harm how well your content performs on social media, in the social media algorithm. And as a result, you might have a bigger following, but you're not going to reach those people because those social media algorithms are not going to suggest your content, even if people are following you. Another thing to keep in mind is that you want to be posting consistently. The more consistent you're posting on social media and the more consistent you are, the more likely people are to see and find and discover your content. So here are 5 ways to help you to beat the social media algorithm. First and foremost, you want to create content that keeps people on the platform. So as I mentioned, if people are consuming your content and watching a lengthy, substantial percentage of your videos, if they're looking at the comments and scrolling through and having a good time laughing through the comments, or looking and engaging with the comments, or leaving their own comment and sharing and liking and going back to your profile and looking at other pieces of content, this is keeping them on the platform as a result of your content. So if people are spending time watching your video or scrolling through your carousel of images, or looking through your saved stories, if you really make your Instagram profile and your content engaging and it keeps people attracted to Instagram, then that's going to serve you well in the social media algorithm. More people will be suggested your content and your following will grow as a result. Secondly, you want to stop them from scrolling. So this is the action that a lot of people take when they're on social media. They're scrolling through different pieces of content. You need to create content that makes them want to stop. Create catchy content, content that makes them intrigued and say, hey, what's this? And when they stop, you want to engage them for as long as possible. If it's a carousel, make each carousel image engaging so that they want to scroll right until the very end. Give them a call to action to maybe leave a comment or to go back to your profile. Again, keeping them on your profile and on your content for as long as possible. This is an indicator to the algorithms that your content is actually engaging and worth sharing to more people. And this is how your content gets spread across social media. Thirdly, you want to encourage them to engage. So to comment, to read the comments, and also to click through to your profile. And fourth, you want them to consume more of your content. So have content ready on your profile. So if you have less than 20 or 30 posts on your Instagram at the moment, you want to make sure you put out some high quality content that will keep people engaged. Think about your niche. What is going to be interesting to those people who are within that niche? And can you create some sort of engaging posts to keep them engaged on your social media profile or on your Instagram account? Really start to develop that content, post that out so that you have a batch of content ready. When someone sees one of your pieces of content elsewhere on the internet, then they are likely to come back to your Instagram and want to see more. And finally, consistency is key to building an audience. If you're consistently putting out content, people know to expect you and they're more likely to actually type you in and try and find you on social media.